Hey everybody, I am doing my Live for 5 tonight from my couch. Uh, I have been sick all week, and today I was kind of reflecting on something that I think about a lot that I don't know how many people really consider or realize, and it's this idea of complex personality types. There are two main ones, but so we all think of like introverts and extroverts, and we have actually a pretty big misconception about what introverts and extroverts are. Introverts are not necessarily shy people. Introverts are people who recharge themselves. You know how we always talk about, I need to recharge my batteries. They recharge their batteries by being alone. And that's a big misconception with introverts. Whereas extroverts recharge themselves, by being around other people. Like being in a social setting is really, really, that's how they thrive, But then there's these people, sometimes they're called ambiverts, but I personally I don't know that I like that classification, because I don't necessarily think there might be ambiverts, but I think the more complicated personality types are the people who are kind of like this weird middle ground, not even a middle ground. Like there's outgoing introverts and there's shy extroverts. Now, a shy extrovert is somebody who they thrive being around people, and that's how they re-energize themselves, and they really, really love being around people and interacting with people. But they aren't necessarily the most outgoing person in the world. So they come across as very shy. But that's not to say they don't like people. Like that is the atmosphere and the environment that they thrive in. The other one, which is the one that I can really relate to, is the idea of being an outgoing introvert. Now, anybody who knows me from college or from early graduate school, if I were to say that I am an introvert, I think they would laugh at me. I see Mindy's on here. Mindy, maybe you can chime in as to whether you would agree that I'm an introvert. But I personally subscribe to the label of being an outgoing introvert, and this is why. I love chatting with people, and I love getting to know people and being in social environments, but I'm an introvert, and I am an introvert because I only have so much social I can take before I literally run out of batteries. And it can be a personality type that a lot of people don't know how to deal with, because of the fact that I can be out and I can be socializing with people, and then all of a sudden I go from being chatty and enjoying myself to just shut down. And that is because I have legitimately run out of social energy. I have reached my tank in terms of empty tank in terms of being around people. And I think it's something that people who are this kind of complex personality of being outgoing and enjoying being around people, but also needing that alone time, needing time to recharge. And I was thinking about this tonight because I am having a stereotypical Ellen Friday night. I have a friend that teases me about this, because he will literally text me at 6 p.m. on Friday, be like, what's your movie for tonight? Because my jam on Friday, and what I love to do on Friday, I love that. Mindy, are you an outgoing introvert too? My jam on Friday is I love to just have a chill movie night. 90% of the time it is by myself, and I am full on doing Ellen style outgoing introvert night tonight. I am full on Redbox and chill, not Netflix and chill, Redbox and chill. And I went and got me a couple of DVDs, and I made myself some fancy LaCroix. It looks like champagne almost, but it's coconut LaCroix with some frozen peaches floating in it. Got myself a little thing of sushi for dinner, and I've been sick all week, and I've been really low on energy anyway. And as much as the 20-something in me is I should be going out tonight, I should be going out and enjoying myself and hanging out with friends and going to the bar or whatever, I always have this little voice in the back of my head that's you're 20, you should be doing that. But you also have to, if you're one of these complex personality types, especially if you're an introvert, and this is this thing I can relate to, you have to give yourself that time to recharge, because if you try to force it and if you try to go out when your, social batteries are just low and empty, you're not going to end up having any fun, and you're probably not going to be very much fun to be around. You have to give yourself that time to recharge. And I think it's really, really important, particularly for the introverts among us. And, it's also something that I would just like to make the point of: educate your friends about needing this time, because I think a lot of the time I'm around my friends and I'll have these moments where I'll be out and my batteries just die, and they're just like, saw your comment come in. I can't read all of it right now in the chat mode, Mindy, but yeah, you need to give yourself that time, and you need to educate the people around you that you're not in a bad mood when your, batteries run out. You're just, tapped out. You need to go back to having some downtime. And I think it's important to educate the people in our lives about, this is just my personality. I mean, there are times in the bus where I feel like a bitch, frankly, because there will be people on the bus that I know, but I'm in introvert mode. I'm listening to my audiobook. There's aspects about my morning routine that I really like to stick to, because that's just the introvert in me. I like that quiet time on the bus in the morning, listening to my audiobook, even if I know somebody on the bus. And it's not me being rude or me being mean. It's just me taking that time that I need for myself. There'll be times when I'll get invited to a happy hour and I'm just like, I'm sorry guys, I'm not gonna go. And it's not me being rude, it's just me. I need my time. I need my me time and my alone time. And taking these, these periodic Friday movie nights like this is me getting that me time and me getting that introvert Ellen alone time. And I think it's really, really important to A, take that time for yourself, and B, let the people around you know that, this is something I need for me, and this is why I need it. I'm an introvert, even if it's contrary to, collective thinking about what an introvert is. I'm an introvert. I need time to recharge my batteries, because I don't do that when I'm around people. I need that alone time to recharge my batteries. So that's my little tidbit live for 5 tonight. I've got some movies that I'm gonna watch. I've got some sushi that I'm about to eat. I'm gonna have a glorious Friday night and hopefully not be battling this cold any longer when I wake up in the morning. But I just want to share that because I feel like it's something that a lot of people struggle with. They don't necessarily know how to label it. So if you are one of those people, take your recharge time, because it is going to be so good for you, and it's going to be exactly what you need, and you're going to be better when you're around the people that you love and the people that you want to be around if you take that time for yourself. So that is all. Mindy, I love you for tuning in. You're always on these and it's so fun. Thank you. I will feel better, and you have a great Friday night, Mindy. And to anybody else who watches this or sees this tonight, you have a great Friday night as well. I will talk to you all later. Bye.